3 days after burying the love of my life, I received a text from my best friend Emma. Come to dinner tonight. I have something important to tell you. It's about Michael. My heart, already shattered into a million pieces, somehow found a way to break even further. Michael and I had been together for 12 years. High school sweethearts who actually made it work. Everyone said we were the couple that restored their faith in love. The cancer took him in 6 months. 6 brutal, devastating months where I held his hand through every chemo session, every sleepless night, every moment of pain. Emma had been there too. My best friend since childhood. The maid of honor at our wedding. The godmother we'd chosen for the children we never got to have. I walked into Emma's apartment that night with my mother's necklace around my neck, the one Michael gave me on our last anniversary, 3 weeks before his diagnosis. He'd spent his entire savings on it. Emma couldn't even look me in the eyes. "I'm pregnant," she said. "It's Michael's." The room spun. I gripped the back of her chair. "We'd been seeing each other for 2 years," she continued, her voice cold, mechanical. "He was going to leave you. But then he got sick and, well, he couldn't exactly abandon you then, could he? Bad optics." She slid an envelope across the table. Inside was a life insurance policy. $500,000. And Michael had listed the beneficiary as my unborn child, with Emma as the trustee. He wanted to make sure his real family was taken care of, she said, finally meeting my eyes. "I'm sorry you had to find out this way, but I need that money. For our baby." I couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. The man I'd bathed when he was too weak to stand. The man whose last words were, "I love you," whispered into my hair as I lay beside him in that hospital bed. Emma kept talking. About how they'd met in secret. How he'd complained about me, about how I was too clingy, too emotional, too much. "He only stayed because you made his sickness about yourself," she said. Every crying session, every "I can't lose you," it was exhausting for him. I should have screamed. Should have thrown something. Should have burned her entire world down. Instead, I smiled. "That's interesting," I said, my voice eerily calm. "Because Michael couldn't have children." Emma's face went white. When he was 17, he had testicular cancer. Before we even started dating. The treatment left him sterile. We found out together when we tried for kids 5 years ago. It's why we stopped trying. I pulled out my phone and showed her the medical records I'd been carrying since his death, documents I needed for the insurance claims. "So either this is the second coming of Christ happening in your uterus," I continued, "or you're lying about who the father is to steal from a dead man's grieving widow." Emma started stammering, backtracking. The envelope in front of me suddenly felt lighter than air. "Oh, and about this policy?" I picked it up. Michael's signature looks off. The date too. This was supposedly signed during the week he was in the ICU, barely conscious. I took a photo of it with my phone. Insurance fraud and forgery. "I'm sure the police will be very interested in this. Especially since you just confessed to me that you planned this." Emma broke down. The truth spilled out like poison from a wound. She'd been jealous of us for years. When Michael got sick, she saw an opportunity. She got pregnant by her ex-boyfriend, forged the insurance documents, and planned to take the money and disappear. "You had everything," she sobbed. "The perfect love story. Everyone adored you too. I just wanted something for myself." "So you tried to destroy his memory?" My voice cracked. The last thing I had left of him? I stood up, my legs shaking. "Stay away from me. Stay away from Michael's family. If I ever see you again, this recording," I held up my phone, "goes straight to the police." I walked out into the cold night air, my heart somehow both heavier and lighter. Michael's love was real. Our story was real. And no one could take that from me. The next morning, I called Michael's mother and told her everything. We cried together. We remembered him together. The real him. 3 months later, I heard Emma had moved to another state. 6 months later, I scattered Michael's ashes at the beach where he proposed, finally able to say goodbye without the shadow of doubt hanging over us. Sometimes heartbreak comes from loss. Sometimes it comes from betrayal. But the deepest heartbreak comes when someone tries to rewrite your love story and make you doubt what you knew was real. My husband loved me. Completely. Faithfully. Until his very last breath. And that truth? That's something no one can ever take away. If you've experienced betrayal or loss, remember, your story is yours. Don't let anyone rewrite it. Like and subscribe for more real-life stories.